Hey friends, Dr. Mary Starr, the Total Wellness Doc, with a lot of sun on me today. I'm just coming from my kitchen. We are prepping a bunch of food for some traveling and just having fun. But I thought I'd come to you today for our Wednesday Wellness. And I told you last week we talked about mystery illnesses. And I'm excited to share with you that I have a very, very special, amazing natural health doctor who hopefully is going to be joining me for one of these Wednesday Wellness. It may not be on a Wednesday. We'll see if we can catch her live in her office or maybe even do a special Zoom webinar. So I'm excited for her to talk to you, particularly about mystery illnesses, dealing with things that have a lot to do with the nerves, MS, heart disease, trigeminal neuralgia. So I'm excited for her to come on and share some of those things. But today we're going to talk about, I'm going to give you 3 things that I have seen. Now there's hundreds of things out there, ways and why you get a good night's sleep. But I'm going to talk about 3 things that myself and my patients have used to help them get back into a good, deep sleep. Now, if you're not aware of it, if we've never met before, again, my name is Dr. Mary Starr. I'm known as the Total Wellness Doc and Mom. I'm a trained chiropractor who has worked with clients and patients for 20 plus years, particularly focusing with women's health and really hard cases. People have been to, a lot of different traditional routes, and then just looking at how we can get over the hump, put the pieces of the puzzle together. And what I do in my day job is that I'm a homeschooling mom now. I'm mostly retired from hands-on practice, and I just simply bring the information from my head and what I've seen for 20 plus years to you in Wednesday Wellness Facebook Lives and some special that I have. All right, so let's get back to sleep. And a bunch of my women friends on. This is something that particularly I find hits women after the age of 35, 45, perimenopausal, postmenopausal, during menopause, all of those things. But that isn't necessarily the reason why. It has a lot to do with it, but it's not the full reason why, I'm, not sleeping. In my older clients, meaning over 65, 75, 85 years of age, we would see sleep issues as well. But I believe, now my theories, and you go and Google and search and PubMed and research and do your thing, but I believe it has a lot to do with one of our number 1 organs in the body called the liver. The liver is responsible for over 3,000 different reactions in the body. It's so important. And why it's important to sleep is the liver does a lot of its healing, its job in the middle of the night, right? In the middle of the night. And I bet if I asked most of you, you would be being woken up between anywhere from 1:30 a.m. to 3:30, 4:30, somewhere in there. But at least 2 hours before you should wake up, right? Would you all agree that those of you who struggle, wake up in the middle of the night, it's usually around those hours? Now, if you're waking up because you're peeing, like your bladder's full, and you're having to wake up to go to the bathroom, now a lot of times men will have to do that because of prostate enlargement. But women, they say, my bladder's weaker. Yes, that case when you've had multiple kids, but a lot of times it has to do where the uterus is positioned. The uterus can get positioned forward on the bladder, and so a lot of my clients, including myself, will find myself, having to get up to use the restroom because the bladder now is smaller and feeling full more. Does that make sense? I've done a whole good training. You can check my YouTube channel for uterine health video, and I talk to you about how to adjust your an external massage. It's wonderful, and it'll get you peeing less. Okay, so that we've got over the peeing, but let's go back to the liver. So the liver does a lot of its reactions, and right around 3 a.m. is its time to take care of itself, okay? So the liver's taking care of itself, and sorry, this is a little better here. So the liver's taking care of itself, and it is, if it doesn't have everything it needs, right? It doesn't have the vitamins, the nutrition, the minerals, the water, it can not do its job as well. And the liver will become more and more congested, particularly as we age. And so a lot of people say, oh, these liver spots, I'll point out some of mine. This is just about aging. No, it has a lot to do with the health of your liver. 75% over the age of 40 have a congested liver. You will know this by the time you go to the doctor, you get your blood work. Oh, your ALT or AST is a little high. Yeah, well, that's kind of normal. But the great thing about the liver is kind of normal, or my cholesterol's high. All of those things go back to the liver. Again, do your own research if you don't believe me. It's just basic science, okay? All right, so here's your liver trying to do all these jobs, 3 o'clock in the morning, doesn't have the B vitamins, doesn't have the, your body gets very acidic. When the liver's malfunctioning, it can cause your body to be acidic, and if you're already acidic, what is acid? What does acidic mean? I've done great trainings on that. You can go back to my YouTube channel, check some of those things out about why acidity is so important, why it's important to be alkaline. And alkaline meaning, meaning the body has less inflammation, meaning the body can fight inflammation. We're always going to be inflamed just from living, right? Our body's always going to have inflammation. Think acid and inflammation, or mucus. If you're a person who, wake up in the morning, you want to hunk a, what's it called, a loogie, every time you wake up in the morning. That's blow your nose, you're all congested. That is the sign your body is acidic. Mucus, acid, inflammation, they're all the same thing in terms of what's going on in your body. So all those things can keep you awake. It can trigger your body to be inflamed. It can trigger your body to wake up. It can trigger your body to be in pain. It can trigger your body to cause more restless leg syndrome. It can cause all of those things. So one of the things that I've been testing with myself for over a year now is alkalizing my body in the middle of the night. And I want to show you how I do this. I actually will take a supplement. I tell you, I have done this. I haven't missed a day. I missed one day in maybe the past 6 months. And it makes a huge, huge difference. If I do not do this, I cannot get back to sleep. When I do this, I can fall much more easily into a restful sleep. And testing with my Fitbit, I'm actually to deep sleep again. Like 50% of the time, I will go back into a deep sleep, alkalizing my body in the middle of the night. Well, you can say, well, Mary, I wake up and I drink water, or I do this or I do that. Water's great. Your body needs that to function. But water with an alkalizer. Okay, so let's talk about the alkalizer I use. I use something called Alkaline. It's called Alkaline. It's made by Young Living. I'm sure there's other things on the market, but this is what I've tested with me. Everything that's in it, but it has some special things, and then it has some great essential oils in there as well. Vitality essential oils. Okay, so let's get a cup. Let's see. All right. So I get up in the middle of the night, and the directions are very simple. It says Alkaline has been formulated to support the body's normal pH levels through a unique effervescent combination of pure essential oils, organic lemon powder, and naturally derived minerals. Add one stick to 4 to 6 ounces of distilled or purified water. Well, we have a whole house Aquanox, it's called. It's a whole house filter. So we do that. It also comes, sometimes the these are very convenient for the nighttime because you don't want to think. Sometimes my hands can't get them open, but in the middle of the night, but very convenient for travel. It also comes in the powder like this, okay? So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some water, about 6 ounces of water. I don't know, but that's about what I do every night. And then I'm gonna open my little packet, pour it in, and you'll see, and people ask me all the time, well, isn't that like Alka-Seltzer? I don't know. Never had Alka-Seltzer. Or things that, look how bubbly it gets. Now don't drink it until you wait about 20 seconds. I think that's what the directions say. Let sit for 20 to 25 seconds, then stir gently until it's thoroughly mixed. Okay? Drink immediately. Okay? Drink immediately. And it's kind of like, what's the water everybody drinks now? Like seltzer water. That's what it tastes like to me, with a little bit of lemon in there. That's it. And you drink it all. Don't sip on it. You drink it all. Okay. Yeah, I love that. I feel like my body has almost been craving it night after night after night. Probably because I have not been eating the best foods. I've stayed up too late, doing things that are causing more inflammation in my body. I have had no allergies this whole 2, 3 years, 4 years really, the 2 years that I know that I've started adding alkalizers to my life, I'm not having any allergies. Now, we'll see, as we travel and do different things in different climates, but very, very good. Now, if you are a person who's very acidic and really having a hard time sleeping and things like that, you definitely would probably want to do it in the middle of the night, but you probably want to do it before bed, right? Before bed. So maybe you're getting 4 or 6 hours of sleep, you wake up, you do it again to really alkalize your body. So I wanted to share that with you. And again, it says take 1 to 3 times daily as needed, 1 hour before meals, or retiring to bed to help support optimal pH. But I'm giving you my suggestion on how you want to take it. Again, it comes in this powder as well. You just stick a little teaspoon in there and do it nice and easy. Now the last thing 2 other quick tips I'm going to share with you, very quick, because I'm going over my time here, is when working with patients, I found a lot of women struggling to get to sleep and then to stay to sleep. And it was peri or postmenopausal, hormonally probably induced, but again, deficient in the minerals we needed. And how we knew that is we would put these women on a very simple nutritional supplement that would just flood the body with nutrition. And they would actually, some of these women would take it before bed. Okay, it's just an all natural nutritional juice. Actually, they would take it before bed, and many of them not only got more restful night's sleep, that they themselves having less worrisome thoughts, less stress, all of that, and having more restful sleep. Juice we found with women who were waking up in the middle of the night too. And what was happening in a lot of those cases, particularly ones who drank wine or things like that, is they were spiking their blood sugar, right? As we age, we're going to have more sensitivity because our liver's always going to be more stressed out, a harder time hormonally dealing with that. So the same very powerful nutritional juice we would use in the middle of the night too, and just really help them get back to sleep, because the body basically was hungry, right? Now, there's other issues probably going on. The person's, maybe blood sugar better control. Obviously work with your doctor on all of those things. So, and of course, I'm not giving medical advice. I'm just sharing with you some stories of things that have beneficial to get good night sleep. And last thing that I want to share with you is, I don't know how many of you out there have used pure, wonderful essential oils. I love this particular company's essential oils. And I have two favorites that really help me go back to sleep. First, fall asleep, especially when my mind's racing, or I have someone next to me who might be a little loud, if you know what I mean, like, and it's harder to fall asleep. Or I just have had a very stressful day. And so I have particular essential oils that I really, really love that help me fall asleep, and ones that I will use in the middle of the night to help me get to sleep. And I use something called a diffuser as well that is just, it makes the world of difference in a good night's sleep. So that's my 3 tips for you, is to alkalize the body, particularly in the middle of the night. If you're ready, or maybe before bed, I like this product called Alkaline to get a more restful night's sleep. My second tip for you is very high-powered nutritional juice, particularly if you're being woken up because your blood sugar might be the issue, or hormones might be the issue as well. And the third option is very awesome, very amazing blends of essential oils that I work with that have been proven over and over again to get people a really restful, good night's sleep. To give you one bonus item here as well, is that I've also been testing and strength training exercise, separate things, separate days, and looking at my own, like, how am I sleeping, how am I doing. And the days that I get good cardiovascular, meaning burning over 500 calories, I'm getting much more restful sleep, as long as I don't overdo it and get into inflammation, right? If you're just starting out with exercise, I have great training on those things. Make sure you go to my YouTube channel and check those things out. But exercise could be the key for you really shifting things, not only in your sleep pattern as well, because what happens is when we get a particular type of exercise in our body, we really to other things, well, including helping the liver. All right, I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions on, the products that I talked about, or particularly like, which ones did you use, I'd be happy to talk to you offline. We can set that up and help you get started getting a really good restful sleep. That's your next step, is to really, let me just end with this. Really, 3 types of people watch these live videos. The first person is just curious. The topic interests them. They go, they're just curious. Well, that's interesting, but not for me. Great, thanks for stopping by. We loved having you here, and who knows, maybe what I shared could help someone you love. The second type of person who watches this is like, yeah, I am struggling with that and I'm ready to make a change, but I need to think about it. I need to do my own research. I need to do all of those things. And if that's you, awesome. Thank you for stopping by. But the best way to do your own research is to get these products in your hand and to use them consistently for 30 days. And I love to give my clients a 30-day money. You use something like this for 30 days and you don't see the results, then I will personally give you a money-back guarantee. And the third type of person is saying, oh boy, not only do I need this, but my family, my kids need better sleep, my dog needs better sleep, like we all need better sleep. If that is you, I am excited. Welcome aboard. We want to get started on your wellness journey, becoming a total wellness client, being part of our lifestyle transformation program. We want to welcome you aboard. Please message me. Your next step is to message me and let me know that yes, I am all in and I'm ready to get a good night's sleep and start making some of the wellness lifestyle challenge choices that I really need to make. I hope this will see you next week. Bye-bye.